Hello, Lancer.
Përshëndetje, you are watching Learn Albanian Online. Today is 1st of April, April Fool's Day, and Easter's as well. Happy Easter's, përshëndetje dhe gëzuar Pashkët.
Gëzuar Pashka.
Gëzuar Pashkët.
Tiffany, how do you say in French?
Joyeux Pâques.
Yep, and in Spanish, Maria Isabel?
Felices Pâques.
Okay, and in Chinese, Lanson?
复活节快乐。
Okay, here. Then in English and in Spanish we had it. Okay, this is a free online lesson, and there will be other free online lessons in the first Sunday of each month, so you're welcome to join. If you're watching from YouTube, the link is in the video description, so open that link. There is, I think, 2 or 1 empty seats, so there is space for you. You can join here. Unë quhem Elson, unë jam nga Shqipëria dhe po ofroj mësime falas për të huajt që të mësojnë shqip. Këtu kemi Tiffany nga Franca. Përshëndetje Tiffany.
Përshëndetje.
Nga jeni dhe pse dëshironi të mësoni shqip? Nga jeni nga Franca, por pse dëshironi të mësoni shqip?
Unë dëshiroj të mësoj shqip sepse burri im është shqiptar.
Po.
Dhe më pëlqen shumë Shqipëri. Po.
Sa herë ke qenë?
4 herë.
Okej.
Mendoj.
Mendon, të pëlqen të udhëtosh?
Po.
Të pëlqen të koleksionosh kartolina?
Po.
Okay.
Sigurisht.
Kemi Nuran. Oh, I forgot in Arabic. How do you say Nuran?
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay, Mir. I'm Happy Easter's I meant, or you don't know still.
No, I don't know it. Yeah.
Okay, Mir. Tell me where you're from and why do you learn Albanian?
Përshëndetje, unë jam Nuran, unë dua mësoj shqip sepse unë dua the language.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, you are from
Egypt.
Egypt. Okay, mirë, nga Egjipti. Dhe ti dëshiron të mësosh shqip sepse të pëlqen gjuha shqipe. Kemi Matthew, përshëndetje. You know the drill.
Përshëndetje. Unë jam Matt, unë jam nga Amerikë, në New Yorku. Unë po mësoj shqip sepse gruaja ime është shqiptare dhe mua më pëlqen Shqipëri.
Të pëlqen Shqipëria. Shumë mirë. Kemi këtu Maria Isabel en español te lo ruego.
¿En Spanish? Okay. Soy María Isabel, soy de Puerto Rico, me gusta Albania y me gusta su lenguaje. Me llamo María Isabel, un de Puerto Rico, me pëlqen shqip, sepse shumë mirë gjuhë.
Sepse është gjuhë shumë e mirë. Okej, më vjen mirë. Dhe kemi këtu Lenson, përshëndetje.
Përshëndetje, quhem Lenson, unë jam nga Tajvani, unë duhet të mësoj shqip sepse më pëlqen Shqipëria dhe shqip.
Okej, më vjen mirë. Më pëlqen gjuha shqipe, Albanian language, gjuha shqipe.
Gjuha shqipe.
Po, correct. Kiri, përshëndetje.
Përshëndetje.
You know the drill?
Yep, unë quhem Carrie, nga Amerikë në Montana. Unë dua shqip sepse më pëlqen shumë Shqipëria dhe shoku ime preferuar është shqiptar.
Oh, shumë mirë. Okay, for Matthew and for Carrie, unë jam nga Amerika, nga New York or nga Montana. Okay. Both are locations, both require nga.
Nga.
Yep. Y tenemos aquí Feni. Hola, ¿cómo está?
Hola, buenos días con todos.
Buenos días. ¿Por qué quieres aprender albanés?
Yo quiero aprender albanés porque me encanta la música, Albania, todo.
Okay, me alegro muchísimo. Okay. I will send a link to the students who are present and to all those who are watching from YouTube. I will start screen sharing, I think, about you also. Don't worry. There is a link of this hangout, you are welcome. Open that link, it's in the video description on YouTube. You are welcome to join in the lesson. There are 2 empty seats there also. Okay, let me know if you can see my screen, if you cannot open the document. Okay, today we are going to talk about adjectives. Please watch the previous lessons I've done about accusative case because they are very related with each other. If you have not watched the previous lessons about nouns in accusative case, it will be very difficult to understand this one. It will be like rocket science or something like that because accusative it is a bit difficult. So watch first the lesson about a nominative case of nouns and accusative case of nouns. Then watch this one about adjectives. Today we'll talk about, this is the 3rd lesson about adjectives and the first one about adjectives in accusative case. We are going to talk what is an adjective, what are types of adjectives, and adjectives in accusative case, also some exercises. Tiffany, what's an adjective?
It's something that defines a noun.
Or a pronoun. Pronouns and noun replace each other, so it's a word in a sentence that describes a noun or a pronoun. We have several types, I will mention them in a bit, and the most important, they are affected by the case, by the gender, by the number. Okay, so we have 2 categories of adjectives in Albanian, those that have a linking article, those that do not have a linking article. This is one of the categories, one of the classifications. Another one is the category of regular and irregular adjectives. Then we have some adjectives that come from other languages, some adjectives that are typical Albanian. So there are different classifications. But the biggest category are those with and without linking article. Where are they located in the sentence? The adjective must be put after the noun or pronoun they modify. So in English you say a good book. In Albanian we say a book and then good. So the pronoun after the, adjective after the noun or pronoun. We are on slide number 3. I have put here a list of adjectives and they all have E or A linking article. These are regular adjectives. This is the type 1 of adjectives with linking article. Type 2 is in the next slide. These adjectives, what they all have in common is that they have E or A. E is masculine, A is feminine. What is shown in this slide, these adjectives are in nominative. So what I have explained also in the previous lessons. These are all in nominative. Today I'll let you know how to change them from nominative to accusative. So we will also be comparing the cases with each other. In accusative case, the linking article is no longer E. E does not exist in accusative. A still remains the same. An accusative linking article will either be a T or an A. T and A have nothing to do with the gender and nothing to do with a number. It's about the case, especially the form of the noun in front of it, definite or indefinite form. So linking articles T or A, they have nothing to do with a gender or number. They have to do with the case. I'll let you know in a bit. Let's read this list of adjectives. They are in nominative and we'll change them in the following slides in accusative. Kiri, can you read these adjectives? Only the feminine one because the masculine is the same. Let's read only the feminine. Go ahead.
Emir, Bukur, Lumtur, Gzuar, Trishtuar, Hapur, Mbulur.
Bullur, Shumir, and Bullur closed. Matthew, the next part.
E gjatë, e shkurtur, e ëmbël, e ftohtë, e nxehtë, e lirë, e shtrenjtë.
Shumir, correct. E lirë, shtrenjtë, and nxehtë for hot and nxehtë. So once again, these are in their basic form. These are in nominative. Why these are regular? Because all you have to do to change the gender is change the linking article. Irregular ones, we also make changes to the adjective itself. There is another type of adjective, which is type 2, still with linking article. This is a long list of adjectives that end in and they change to me. These are regular because they follow a rule. So to change the gender from masculine to feminine, not only the linking article, but also the ending. We have someone. Let me see. Wafa, Përshëndetje, hello. Do you hear me? Hello, hello. The new student who just joined. Check out your microphone because there is something wrong. So these adjectives are regular. They follow a rule. And again, these are in nominative. We'll change them in accusative in a bit. And irregular adjectives, here they are, still with linking articles. Not only we change E to E, but also we make changes at the end of the adjective. So from imad, emade, ikuch, ekuche, ikech, ekeche, iri, ere, izi, ezez. And I'll read these ones also. Eshishme, that is tasty or delicious. Eshishme. Randasishme, important. Efuchishme, endryshme, enevoishme, endieshme, eshandechme. I'm reading only the feminine, masculine with E in front and the ending also. Lovely or nice is ekonshme. Wonderful, mrekulueshme. Usual, zakonshme. Esielshme for polite, endershme for honest, esotme and edieshme. Okay, these were in nominative, all of them. How to form accusative of adjectives. In order to build that, we will need a noun. In this case, a noun. We can also later replace it with a pronoun. That's the same thing. Let's start with nominative first and then accusative. Nominative, let's take the noun book, which is liber in Albanian, and let's put an adjective after it. Let's put the adjective for good, imir. Notice the linking article. Linking article is E, so liber, imir, good book. Mir liber, imir, a good book. What is it in definite? Definite is still the same linking article, libri, imir. So an adjective in general, it is made of a linking article in front of it and the adjective itself. But that linking article is modified by the case, number, and gender, not the adjective itself. Notice how mir and mir remains the same. But linking articles, they will change regarding the gender, number, and case. Now let's go to accusative. Be careful. This is one of the most common questions I get. Why it's like this and why, what's the rule, etc. Linking article, accusative, indefinite, it's always the. Linking article, always the. No longer E, but changes to the. Adjective does not change, still mir. So, mir liber, te mir, a good book. This question, I've been asked this question many, many times, why it's te? Because te normally is for the plural that we have not studied yet in these lessons. Te it's normally for plural. Why it's here? Now, this is standard. There are some rules that you should memorize them just how they are. If it's accusative, indefinite, and you want to put a linking article, it's always te. Doesn't matter the gender, doesn't matter the number, it matters the case. Accusative case, indefinite needs a te. Case and the form, we are in indefinite. We will see in the next slide when we talk about feminine nouns, it will be the same linking article, still te. How to use accusative, we talked in the previous lesson when we use accusative, which verbs require accusative and which prepositions. We will use the same rules, we'll create some examples and you'll understand it better. Linking article te. What about definite accusative? Again, the gender is not important, the gender of the noun. The number of the noun is not important, but the form is definite accusative, linking article, always a. Adjective will be the same, mir. It will not change. So, mir liber te mir, accusative, indefinite. Librin emir, the good book, accusative, definite. Let's start with lenson. In nominative, we have the word dial. Here is an adjective, jat, which means long, sorry, tall, and long, not the same. It's a verb called tall boy. Dial is jat. Go ahead. The next one, the tall boy.
The tall boy in nominative.
Yeah.
Definite. Diali I jat.
Mir, diali I jat. J as in Jack, ginger. That is diali I jat. Correct. Let's go to accusative indefinite. Dial.
Dial te jat.
Very well, te jat. So it's standard, it's te, always te. Don't check genders, numbers, it's always te if it's accusative indefinite. Djalin, definite.
Djalin Ejat.
Ejat, Shumir, Djalin Ejat. Let's take another adjective. We have a long list here. I'll find one. Okay, miraculation, which is wonderful. Let's take the wonderful duros. Tiffany. Duros?
Duros y miraculation.
Miraculation. That's correct. Let's go to the next one.
Dursi y miraculation.
Miraculation. Let's go to the next one.
Durst miraculation.
Miraculation. And the next one.
Dursin e miraculation.
Miraculation. So linking articles A in this slide are only masculine, but also in feminine will be the same ones. Let's take one more example. Shock. Matthew, let me find an adjective here. An honest friend. Well, okay, yeah, go ahead. So shock what?
Shock is your.
Is your Shumir. Is your smart friend. Go ahead, definite.
Shock is your.
So 1 second, let me make some space. We are in nominative definite. We have shoku, that's how it's built.
Shoku is your.
Shumir. Shoku is you are the smart friend. Let's go to accusative now. How will it change?
Shocked is your.
Shumir. And accusative definite.
Shokun is your.
Shumir, shokun is your. We are right there. Shokun is your. Correct. Okay, any questions on how to build the adjectives in accusative case? Carrie, Denson, Fanny, algunas preguntas, Maria Isabel, Tiffany? Okay, let's go to feminine nouns. Exactly the same rule, but in nominative there are different linking articles. Lule, beautiful flower. Lule e bukur, linking article with an e. Let's go no longer e like it. Let's go to the next one. The beautiful flower, the same linking article. Lulia e bukur, the beautiful flower, the pretty flower. Let's go to accusative indefinite. Linking article, as I mentioned in the previous slide, doesn't matter gender, number, it matters the case. So it's standard still the lule te bukur, beautiful flower, a beautiful flower. And the beautiful flower lule e bukur. So we said in masculine linking article will be a te and the definite an e. Still in feminine linking article te and e, which means the gender is not important. It is standard, you need a te there. I will write, of course, examples and sentences for you to understand better, because that te typically marks the plural. Why it's te there? It's standard, that's the te linking article in accusative. Let's go to another noun. We have here motor. Motor, let's take the adjective big. What is the adjective big? Tiffany.
Emade.
Sumir, motor, emade, big sister. Made. Definite, the big sister.
Motra emade.
Sumir. Let's go to accusative indefinite.
Motor temade.
On. And definite.
Motra nemade.
Sumir, correct. How did we build this noun stepin out of stepi, rugen out of rug? Those I mentioned in the previous lesson, so check those out. In this lesson, only the linking articles of adjectives. Here, we'll take another one, stepi, Maria Isabel. The adjective small, go ahead. Small house, stepi.
Okay. Stepi vogel.
A vogel, stepi, a vogel, small house. Go ahead, definite the small house.
Stepia vogel.
Sumir, stepi, a vogel. Go ahead, accusative indefinite, stepi.
Stepi te vogel.
Yep. And accusative definite, stepin.
Stepin vogel.
Sumir, stepin, a vogel. That's correct. One more noun, rug. This is, let me see, someone who hasn't spoken yet. What is your name? Oh, Wafa, do you hear me? Wafa? Okay, she left. Penny, una pregunta para ti. ¿Sabes algunos adjetivos en albanés? Ujú.
¿Sobre qué?
Por ejemplo, dulce. ¿Cómo?
¿Sobre qué?
Okay, I'll choose an adjective. Let me see here. Okay, important, importante. En albanés decimos e rëndësishme. E rëndësishme. Now let's go and say important street. Calle importante. So, ¿cómo se dice en albanés? Rrugë.
Lugar.
E rëndësishme.
Era.
Rrugë e rëndësishme. Importante. Calle. And definite. Rruga, the same, el mismo, e rëndësishme. And now in accusative, indefinite, linking article will be të. Todo el tiempo të. And then the same, rëndësishme. La última, always e, the same, the next, rëndësishme. Okay, this is how we build the accusative case of adjectives. We are talking about adjectives with linking article. Let's start with exercises now. How do we use whatever we learned so far? We should, first of all, review how to use accusative. There are some verbs that always require accusative. There are some prepositions that always require accusative as well. What is accusative? It is that word, that noun in a sentence that receives a certain action, an action that usually nominative does. So nominative does the action, a certain action, and accusative receives that action. But there are some verbs that do not include actions within them, such as the verb to be. It doesn't have any action at all. The verb to seem doesn't carry actions. The verb to cost doesn't carry action. So those will require nominative. Accusative, what are some verbs? Let's start with this exercise here. At the very top, një lule e bukur, a beautiful flower. We will create a sentence using that part, that expression there, një lule e bukur. The verb to have, come, typically follows accusative. The verb di, to know someone. The verb ño, to know something. Saber in Spanish, di, to know something, and ño, to know someone or to recognize. Other verbs, purgatis, typically requires accusative. Prepare what, the action falls somewhere. Blei, to buy what, the action falls somewhere. Gatuai, etc. Tell me.
Mar.
Mar, shumir, mar. The action will fall in what you take. Yap, again the same, to give what, a flower, etc. So now I want the first one carry. So remember the numbers because I will not remember them later. The first one carry, the second Matthew, the third Lanson, the fourth Maria Isabel, the fifth Nuran, the sixth, who is left? Fanny. Okay, so you will follow any of these verbs at the top. You will use any of those or any other ones that shows action, but that action falls somewhere in a noun. Take your time 1 or 2 minutes and create a sentence with the first one carry and the rest with the other ones. One with indefinite, so with this adjective, the other one with this other adjective. Okay?
Okay.
So
you want it
please, ready, we can start.
You want it in accusative.
Yeah, in accusative now. So linking article is an a here, but maybe we'll need another linking article if you use it accusative. What are the linking articles in accusative? Either the or a, no other ones. The, indefinite, a, definite. So I take a big flower. I take a beautiful flower. I know the, or I buy, I take, I get, I give, I have. All those verbs require accusative.
Okay.
So?
All right. Well, I got the first one.
Okay.
Let me think. Just a second.
Take your time. If you're watching live from YouTube, I don't think there is no more space, but try joining often. Click the join now option because someone might leave and you get the chance to enter the lesson.
Do you want the first one as a indefinite and then change the second one to definite?
Whichever you prefer. Just give me a sentence in accusative using adjective.
Okay.
So either I have a beautiful flower or I have the beautiful flower.
Okay. Oh,
Anyone is ready?
I'm almost ready. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, go ahead, Carrie.
Okay. Un kam nya lula tabukur.
Perfect, correct. Why the?
Because it's an accusative. It's receiving the action of me having.
Okay, now some verbs, one verb, just this one. Also these three here, and dua as well. Doesn't really carry any actions, but you should memorize that they require accusative. Okay, so
Correct.
these verbs, I put them in blue because they don't really carry an action. You just know, you just want, it's not an action. Doesn't carry an action like a movement or whatever. So you should memorize also, especially with the verb to have, very important in accusative. You should memorize if the verb to have requires accusative, that's all, that's the explanation.
Okay.
So I meant why to? So you said it's accusative, but why to and not a, the other linking article?
Because it's an indefinite. Yeah, it's indefinite.
Shumir, how do you know it's indefinite? Where do you see it?
It's lula. It's nya lula.
Perfect. Because of nya, that's correct. Because of nya is indefinite. I have a beautiful flower. Kami lule të bukur. And how do you say I have the best? So let's use the next one. I have, or I want, or I give, I take the best flower.
I did. Un ble. I'm sorry. Un ble. Lulen bukur.
Perfect, very well. Umble, lulen, and bukur. I buy the beautiful flower. That's correct. So here it's definite accusative, and this is linking article a if it's definite accusative.
Yeah.
Okay? Any questions?
No.
Mir. Let's change bukur since we have a keje here. Let's change bukur to keje. It's the same rule. I buy the best flower. You want to make it pretty, that's fine. So linking article is a. Okay?
Okay.
Mir. Let's start with who has the second one?
I do.
Okay. Një djali i shëndetshëm, a healthy boy, and një djali sëmur, a sick boy or ill boy. So I don't know. I know. I mean.
Unjo një djalë të shëndetshëm.
Very well. Shëndetshëm, perfect. And what about I see the ill boy, the sick boy?
So djalin i sëmur. I'm sorry. Unjo dalin i sëmur.
Unjo djalin. What's the linking article?
It's not e.
Either to or a. No other linking articles in accusative.
E sëmur.
Very well. Djalin e sëmur. Perfect. Unjo djalin e sëmur. I know the sick boy. Correct. We have not. This is very correct. We have not explained yet because that's in another lesson. In accusative, also pronouns are affected by the case, and the third person, him or her, will have a weak pronoun that normally we put it in front of the verb. So your sentence is very correct. You can also say un enyo. I know him. Un enyo djalin e sëmur. That a just means him. It's like emphasizing him, the boy. Mir. Also in the previous one, you can optionally put an e there, which quite often actually used in Albanian, in spoken Albanian. Une blej, I buy the best flower. Let's go to who had the third one.
I have the third one.
Okay, një makinë e vogël dhe e zezë, a small and black car. Go ahead, I buy, maybe, I see, I take, I look at, I don't know.
Unë dua të blaj një makinë të vogël dhe të zezë.
Very well. Unë dua të blej një makinë të vogël dhe të zezë. That is very correct. I want to buy a small and black car. Correct. Linking articles të, because it's indefinite. Why it's accusative? It's the action of buying. So who is doing the action? I. What action of buying? Buying what? A small and black car. Let's go to definite. I see. Let's use a verb to see, which is show. So I see the black and small car. Go ahead, Lenton.
Unë shoh
Oh.
unë shoh unë
Take
shoh
it definite.
definite, right? Unë shoh një makinë.
No longer një.
Definite, sorry. Unë shoh makinën
Go ahead.
e vogël dhe e zezë.
Vogel dhe. Now hold on here, because that's where it gets a bit tricky. That's why I put the there. If you have a the linking article, if you have a the linking word or a conjunction, that's the. You have first adjective a vogel, second adjective as this. The first adjective will be affected by the change of the case. Unë shoh makinën e vogël dhe të. Where is the adjective të? Zez. Unë shoh makinën e vogël dhe të zezë. So what is this të? This të belongs to accusative indefinite. This e to accusative definite. So the adjective right after the noun, which is definite, must be the a. If you want to put other adjectives with the linking word and, the other one will take it indefinite. Any questions? Here's another example. Unë kam një lule të bukur. So that's already indefinite. If you want to add more, that the linking article is the same. But here is another one. Unë blej lulen e keqe dhe të vogël. Linking article of the second adjective will be a të. Okay? Any questions?
So would that apply to each additional adjective? So if you said, I buy the, this and the flower, and it's to Volgo, to, blah, to, if you added a whole bunch of adjectives, each one would then be ta.
Okay. First of all, try to not use more than two adjectives describing one noun, because it gets very complicated. What you said is correct. You put the tus.
Okay.
But that works for the definite only, because indefinite will be the same. We'll take a të. The example previously, unë kam një lule të bukur dhe të madhe, so still të.
Okay.
That one applies if it is definite. Lulen e keqe dhe të vogël. Other questions? Who had the next one? Dhom e madhe, dhom e vogël.
Me,
Okay, whoever the person is saying. Tiffany?
Maria.
Maria, okay, Maria, empezamos. Një dhomë e madhe, a big room. What do you do to a big room? You buy it, you sell it, you, I don't know, burn it?
Unë dua një dhomë të madhe.
Perfect. Unë dua një dhomë të madhe. I want a big room. Okay. What else? What do you do to the definite room?
Unë kam një dhomë e vogël.
Unë kam, no, don't use një. So I want the definite. I want the definite.
Unë kam dhomën e vogël.
Unë kam dhomën e vogël. I have the small room. Or using an A optional there. Unë kam dhomën e vogël. I have the small room. So I want one indefinite, one definite. You have to choose between one of these linking articles, either të or a, no other ones.
Okay.
Do we have any new one here? No, we don't have. How are you all doing? Fine? Okay, let's go to the next one. Lulja e kuqe është e vogël. Okay, I've put an është here which requires nominative, but let me see. Lulja e kuqe dhe e vogël. Okay, Tiffany?
Unë marr
Okay.
lulen
Shumë mirë.
e kuqe dhe të vogël.
Shumë mirë. Unë marr lulen e kuqe dhe të vogël. Correct. So that's the definite. What about indefinite?
unë blej një lule të zezë dhe të madhe.
Të mirë, correct. Të zezë, të madhe. Perfect, correct. The last one, do we have, let me see. Funny?
Sì.
Ok, flamuri, kuq dhe i zi. Flamuri significa bandera, i kuq rosso, i zi negro. Empezamos. Yo compro, por ejemplo, yo whatever.
Con comprar.
Sí, con comprar. Con comprar en albanés decimos blej, but tú puedes usar shes. Shes significa to sell, that I don't know in Spanish. María Isabel? Vender.
Vender.
Yeah. Un shes. I
Chess.
sell. Go ahead. Empezamos.
Un chess.
Sí.
Y kuq.
Dhe të zi. Un shes flamurin e kuq dhe të zi. I sell the red and black flag. Un shes flamurin e kuq dhe të zi. And indefinite, un blej, do compro un blej, uno, një, flamur, të bukur dhe të vogël. Muy bello y pequeño, bandera, bandero. Okay. Any questions? Bandera. Any questions? Preguntas? Be careful, you have to choose between linking articles, the or a, no other ones. That's one thing. The other one, you should know when to use accusative, especially with those verbs. There are many and hundreds of other verbs. Some that show action, such as pergatis, blej, gatuaj, mar, jap, shes, etc., etc. I wrote blej twice for some reasons. And some that don't really carry an action, such as to have or to know something, etc. Mirë. Let's go to the next slide. Slide number 9. These are parafjalet prepositions that require accusative. We have said n, m, and some other ones. Kiri, what is n?
You just hold on. I'll tell you.
Mm-hmm.
It's well, I always thought it was like from, wasn't it? From.
The first one, n.
Yeah. Oh, no. To, at, or in.
Yep, correct. So in, at, to, on, inside, over. That is n. At, to, on, inside. That is correct. The next one is m. M means on or by. So by car, by bicycle, and mukam, literally on feet, so by walking.
With too, no?
Me, that is with.
I'm sorry.
Me, that is with. Also by car, me makine, me bicicleta, etc. B it's on or over, that's B. But not to get over someone, that's not the same one, not B. The next one is per, about, and for. The next one is none, under, and we have may, we said with or by, pa, which is just without, and per, which is through a part, through a place, through a country, that is through. All these prepositions, they always require accusative. I have explained in the previous lessons many examples using these prepositions. Today we'll use adjectives. We created some examples, we'll write similar examples, and we'll put some adjectives after them. So let me write some adjectives here. Lieber mir, good book, librin, mir. So using now prepositions, mir, the good book, or any other nouns that we have there. Let's start with the first example. Tiffany, how do you say in Albanian? I'm talking about a book.
Unë po flas për një libër të mirë.
Të mirë, për një libër të mirë. Why të?
Because it's accusative.
Huh? And what else?
It's
Indefinite.
Yeah, indefinite.
Definite. Të always exists in indefinite. So, unë po flas për një libër të mirë. Unë po flas për një libër, I don't know, të madh, një libër të huaj, a foreign book. Un po' flas për një libër të huaj. Etc. etc. So now we have per, the preposition, which always requires accusative. It's up to you, definite or indefinite, regarding the noun. Then the linking articles must apply, must adjust to the form of the noun, definite or indefinite. Let's make the same sentence definite. Kiri, how do you say I'm talking about the foreign book?
The foreign book. Okay. Un po flas per librin?
Oh?
Huai.
Shumir, correct. Un po flas për librin e huaj. I'm talking about the foreign book. That is very correct. Shumir. So no longer një, because një marks indefinite. We drop the një and we change the noun regarding the rules that we have learned previously. Un po flas për librin e huaj. I'm talking about the foreign book. Ne po flasim, we have a city there, për Durrësin. We are talking about Durrës. Let's say we are talking about the wonderful Durrës. How do you make it definite? Matthew, so go ahead, add wonderful to that sentence, add wonderful. How would you change it?
Ne po flasim për Durrësin e mrekullueshëm.
Shumë mirë. Correct. Now why e?
Because it is accusative definite.
Correct, very well. Can we change the sentence to indefinite? It wouldn't make sense because it's only one Durrës. So grammatically you can put the noun, but it doesn't really make sense. So about the Durrës and not a Durrës in general, because we don't have a Durrës in general. So that sentence, that word, you'll see it as definite. Për Durrësin e mrekullueshëm, për Durrësin e madh, etc. One more thing, we talked about adjectives that end in right there. This a, in general, as a linking article, marks the feminine. But when we talk about accusative, the gender is not important. That a is standard. You need an a. Now check the ending of the adjective. Must be masculine, because Durrës is masculine. Linking article doesn't carry any function regarding the gender there. So mrekullueshëm and not mrekullueshme. Not mrekullueshme. It's not correct. So mrekullueshëm, it must carry the gender of the noun. Okay. Another example. Tiffany, how do you say, what do you know about Durrës?
Çfarë e di për Durrësin?
I need a C with a comma. Anyone who has it. Okay.
Wait.
Once again, Tiffany.
Çfarë e di për Durrësin?
Per Durrësin. Now, why that per? Why that a there?
Because
Say
usually
if you have a, so you mean this one. Ai, in accusative becomes after a, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, where is after in our sentence?
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Okay. In order to use a, you should have also an at, right? So where is the at?
It's Durrësin.
Durrësin, but that one is per. So per Durrësin, for Durrës. So you must have another noun there in order to use at. This Durrësin is accusative. It's with per. Per follows accusative definite. So çfarë di? What do you know? Not what do you know it.
Okay.
Or him or her. No, not with a. Now let me take the comma. Okay, thank you, Lenson. Faleminderit. 1 second now. Çfarë? Here. Çfarë di për Durrësin? What do you know about Durrës? If you want to say I don't know, you can say it. I don't know it. So nuk e di, for example, optional at I don't know it. Here, çfarë di për Durrësin? It's correct. What do you know about big Durrës? Something like that. Beautiful Durrës. Tiffany?
I didn't hear you.
Okay, what do you know about wonderful Durrës? How do you say it in Albanian?
Çfarë di për Durrësin e mrekullueshëm?
Shumir e reculuation. That is correct. Fardi produce and reculuation. What do you know about the wonderful Duras? That is correct. Mir. Another sentence. Kiri or Lenson. Sorry, Lenson. I have not asked Lenson. So Lenson, how do you say in Albanian? Lenson goes to school with a friend.
Lansoni shkoj, shkoni,
Shkon. He goes. Shkon.
Në shkollë with whom? Me
A friend. With a friend.
me një shok.
Shok. Shumir. Correct. Many shok. Go ahead. He goes to school with a foreign friend.
Lansoni shkoj në shkollë me shokun. Sorry. Me
Okay,
shokun.
so once again, the same sentence. Lenson goes to school with a friend, but a foreign friend.
A foreign friend, sorry.
Yeah.
Lansoni shkojnë në shkollë me një shok të huaj.
The Hawaii, that's all correct. Pronunciation me, correct.
Me.
Because me it means something else.
Yeah.
Lansoni shkon në shkollë me një shok të huaj. Now let's make it definite. Lanson goes to school with the foreign friend.
Okay, Lansoni shkon në shkollë me shokun e huaj.
Shumir me shokun e huaj, that's very correct. So definite e doesn't have to do anything with genders. It is standard e. Okay. Kiri, how do you say in Albanian? I go to work by bus.
Un shkoj to work.
Në punë.
No, okay, I wasn't sure. Në punë by
At the top in the slide, by at the very top.
me.
Po.
By bus or like a bus or you
By
want
bus,
it,
by bus.
Okay. Me autobus.
Shumir me autobus. Now, by bus, if you can put një here, me një autobus, but it sounds like you are counting with one bus or with a bus. That is correct. The një there, you can put it. It is optional. If you have there autobus, you know it's një. But if you have autobusin, then një it's not there. So let's make it that. Let's use indefinite first. Unë shkoj në punë me autobus. I go to work by bus. I go to work by let me see, a red bus. So again indefinite but red.
Okay. Unë shkoj në punë me autobus.
Red. Why kuche?
Kuche.
Autobus is masculine. Kuch.
Kuch.
Yes.
Okay.
Autobus is masculine. Kuch. Correct. There are some phrases in Albanian that një we don't really use it. It's correct grammatically to use it, but it doesn't sound well when we say it. So I'm talking about indefinite një. For example, I'm having dinner. It doesn't sound well to say I'm having a dinner. Just I'm having dinner is fine. I go to work by bus instead of I go to work by a bus. So some phrases we do not use një, but it's understood. Okay? Mirë, me autobus të kuq, ose me një autobus të kuq. What about I go to work by or with, literally by or with, the fast bus. Do you know how to say fast?
No.
Shpejt.
Yep, shpejt.
Yeah, like
So?
Unë shkoj në punë me autobus të shpejt.
Me autobusin.
Oh, the
Perfect.
S.
Correct. Unë shkoj në punë me autobusin e shpejt. I go to work with a fast bus. Correct. Okay. Any questions? Anyone who is watching from YouTube, you can get all this document, what we are changing, making changes, etc. You can get them in the video description below, and there is an empty seat, so you can join there. Mir. Pieter, let's go to the next slide. Let's make some examples with feminine nouns. We have their motors, shtëpi, etc. Let's just change one of them. Shtëpi, for example, shtëpi, shtëpi e. Give me an adjective in Albanian.
Shtëpi e
Bardh, white. Shtëpi e bardh, definite accusative e. Sorry, here shtëpi të bardh, linking article, and here e bardh, because we are in accusative. Now, let's make some examples using them. How do you say in Albanian, Tiffany? The small boy is playing with the big girl.
Djali I vogël po luan me vajzën e gjatë, no, e madhe.
Me madhe. Madhe. Correct. Djali I vogël po luan me vajzën e madhe. What case is djali I vogël? Nominative. He's doing the action of playing with whom? With the big girl. So I vogël, nominative. How do we know if the noun is nominative? E madhe, accusative. How do we know if the noun is accusative? So the adjectives must have the same case as the noun. Okay, the same sentence, Carrie or Matthew, the same sentence but indefinite. A small boy is playing with a big girl.
Djali të djal të vogël. Oh,
So-
një dal të vogël.
We are in nominative.
Po. So një
I vogël.
djal I vogël
Go ahead.
me po luan me vajzë
A big girl. A. One. A.
Oh, një vajzë I
Linking
madhe
article.
e madhe. Oh, të madhe.
So we were first here in nominative because he's doing the action, right? Linking article if it's masculine. And in the second one, so we were saying that both indefinite, one here, one here. The second one is indefinite with so we are here. Mir, një djalë I vogël po luan me një vajzë të madhe, correct. Nuran, if you're still there, I do not see you yet, but if you're there, motra po flet për mësuesen. Nuran?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so what does this sentence mean? Motra po flet për mësuesen. What is motra?
I don't know.
Habla. So it's a sister. Motra is a sister. Motra po flet për mësuesen. The sister is talking about the female teacher. So go ahead. The sister is talking about the foreign teacher. Nuran?
Yes.
Did you hear me or not?
Yeah, I can hear you. But
Okay.
më falni, nuk mundem.
Okay. Mir, let me see here. Maria Isabel. What is extranjera in Albanese?
Huaj,
Huaj, I or e huaj. So go ahead. Motra po flet për mësuesen.
motra per flet, motra po flet per mësuesin e huaj.
Mësuesen e huaj. And the same sentence indefinite. The sister is talking about a foreign teacher.
Motra po flet per një mësuesin e huaj.
Yes, për një mësuese të huaj, correct. Shumë mirë. She's talking about a, etc. Un po ha një darkë të shishme. Un kam një mace të bukur. Un po shikoj një film të gjatë. All these sentences with the, because they're accusative indefinite. Accusative indefinite is extremely used. And linking articles, be careful always the. Nothing is plural there because the normally marks the plural. Nothing is plural, it's standard. If you have accusative indefinite, you must use linking article the. The first one is the action verb to eat. The next one is the action verb. It's not an action, it's just the verb to have, which always requires accusative. The verb to watch what? It is an action, so it requires accusative, that one there. Mir, let's go to the next slide. Quickly, one sentence for each one of them. This slide number 12 and 13, I've explained them in the previous lessons. These are very, very important, so watch the previous lessons about those. Let's make an example here. Matthew, she's going to the park. Go ahead.
Ayo poshgon na park. Na parku?
Park, no, that's all. She's going to the
Na
park. For these prepositions that you see here, it's not correct to put definite and leave it, that's all. So not na parkun, it's not correct. Can I use definite? You can, but only if you modify it further. Now let's put an adjective. We need something to describe it. Na parkun e vogel. Now it's correct. So ayo poshkon na parkun e vogel. She's going to a small park. Matthew again.
Ayo poshgon na nya park evogel.
The. In your park, the vogel. So if it's accusative, you have to choose between the or a. Check out if we have it in definite or indefinite. Definite always with none there. I have in your park the vogel. She's going to a small park. Thierry, how do you say my book is on the couch, whereas the flower is on the sofa?
Okay, Libri'im, right?
Yep. Is.
Now what is it? You want my book is on
Wherever, just say a sentence.
is on you want definite? The or
Okay. Okay, whichever you like.
Okay, nya tavoline nya tavoline that's tavoline
What linking article?
Cooch.
Okay. That can be Spanish, Shumir. Now we have some words that come from other languages, such as tavolin, tavola from Italian. So it's better to use truies. That's the Albanian word for it, truies. Here, libri, është mbi një truies të kuqe. My book is on a red table. That's very correct. So be indefinite një Shumir. And let's make it definite, all of it. Let me see who is here. Matthew. The same sentence, definite. The same sentence, but definite.
Okay, so Libri'im, hang on. Libri'im është mbi tavolinën e kuqe.
Very well, e kuqe, perfect. Libri'im është mbi tavolinën e kuqe. That is correct. Here, if you have these prepositions, they all require accusative. Definite, indefinite, it's up to you. If you put an adjective, be careful linking article. Indefinite needs the, definite needs an e. Mirë, slide number 14, slide number 14 is an exercise, homework or etc. etc. If you're watching live on YouTube, you can pause this video now. What you should do is put the correct form of the linking article and nouns there. You have them in parentheses in Albanian, some are in English, some in Albanian, and put the correct linking article. You can post the answers in the YouTube comments below, and for the others as a homework, okay?
Okay.
Any questions?
Fallon and Derek, show Nelson.
I just have one question.
You are welcome. The next lesson will be the next first, let me see, the next lesson on the 6th of May. You are welcome to join.
I think
And-
somebody has a question.
Yes, tell me who was talking. Kiri?
Yeah, I have a question just about the preposition ne per, ne be, and none.
Yep.
It's just for these prepositions that you have to
Modify.
use. Yeah, just for these ones.
Only those 4 adjectives. You have to, if you want to use the definite, you have to modify it further.
Okay.
Either by another noun, either by an adjective, by a word, by a number, such as na oran pes. So pes, it's a number modifying oran. It's not correct to say na oran. You need pes, just a number. Or un jetoj në rrugën, let's say at rrugën 500. I live in the 500 street, etc.
Okay.
Or un jetoj në rrugën e qytetit. So you're modifying it by another noun. It has to be modified in order to use definite, but only those 4 prepositions. With per, may, it's not mandatory. Kiri?
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay, pretty mirror. Lenson, any questions?
Jo.
Yo, Maria Isabel, Matthew?
No.
Ron?
Yo.
Yo falei.
Okay, Mir, this was today's lesson. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yes.
Thank you.
Very much.
You're welcome. I hope to see you in the next